Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna kind of go over my trappers, and I have a special trapper that I'm going to show you guys here in a while. But I have quite a few special trappers. This one, if you remember, came from Mark Kaufman when we did our video exchange. He had said he didn't care for trappers, and I gave out my reasons for why I did like trappers, and I told him if he needed to give his trapper a home that I had one for it, and he kindly sent this to me. It's a beautiful trapper. This is a Rough Rider, and it is in a white smooth bone, and it's just, you know, a regular good example of a trapper. It's got the nice clip point, and then it has the spay blade, which we've gone over these before, which I still think the spay blade is very handy, although some people don't care for it. That was why Mark didn't particularly care for trappers. But this is an older one. You see it's before that they put an R on the bolster, and it's quite a handsome knife. I really enjoy it, and I like it. Thank you again, Mark, for that. Then I had this old-timer trapper, because I didn't have an example of an old-timer trapper, and they had these at Walmart. This was part of that $10 or $20 two knife set, and this is a newer one, but again with the same blades, and this is in the saw cut Delrin. One of the reasons I do like the trapper pattern is, like in this case in the amber jig bone, is they have this really nice large cover area that is just, you can basically fill it with all kinds of beautiful materials. And that's why it's such a commemorative knife and stuff, is because there's all this real estate that you can write on or engrave or put something on. And this was the first trapper that I actually got, this case, and this was a gift from one of my sons. So thank you, Jake, for that. But yeah, it's a beautiful knife, and this was my first case trapper. And so, like I said, almost all my trappers have a fun kind of story to them, or a lot of them do. This one is kind of a unique trapper. I didn't even really know about this model until Stuart Harvey told me about it. And this is a old-timer gunstock trapper. And this, I believe it's the model 194 OT. And it's got a liner lock single blade, nice and thin. And he was saying that, he thought this would make a perfect pocket dropper, a perfect one and done kind of knife. And I totally agree that if you want a knife with a liner lock and you don't like the spay blade and you want a thinner trapper, this definitely fits the bill. Also in that same vein, we have the Case Slimline trapper, which is a slimmer single-bladed version of the trapper. Again, a large cover material or cover area for different materials. This one is in brown synthetic, but you can definitely get it in other materials as well. This has been a very handy knife. I really enjoy carrying this one at work, and it's been really good. Another special trapper I have is this Boker, and it is a liner trapper, so it also has a liner lock. It has this beautiful acid stonewash blade with a thumb stud, and this is in the grenadille wood, which is just absolutely gorgeous. And this came from David Portman, and it's a beautiful knife, and another one of the ones that definitely make me cherish some of these knives. When I first started the channel, I had a chance to actually billboard a knife, and that was this one. I got this from Moore Maker, and this is their Texas trapper, and it of course has the RJ's Knives logo on there, and it's got the state of Texas on one side and the Lone Star on the other. Beautiful mirror polished 1095 blades. Down in Matador, Texas is where these come from, and I can't recommend More Maker enough. I mean, absolutely gorgeous blades. They have a variety of knives in different materials that they're available in. So if you're looking for something a little more unique, something you want to have engraved, you can certainly do that. I have my mini trappers, which I have this case in the orange Delrin. My wife helped me pick this one out because I said, which one should I get? And then she said, get the orange one. I said, you're right. The orange one is very nice. This is in the surgical stainless steel, and this has, again, the same two blades as the larger version, only these are about 3.5 inches, where these are 4.25. These are perfect pocket size, and I liked them so much I did get one of the Roper versions of their mini trapper. Just absolutely gorgeous, and I love how they have their blade shapes on these Roper knives. They really designed them well, and I really like them. I like their version of the spay blade also. It's a little taller than the case, but both of these are on the 3.5 inch frame. This is in their smooth yellow Delrin. Just absolutely perfect pocket carry, and just look how nice and tight that whole back area is. Just no gapping, just a wonderful knife. The last couple of examples down here are bow trappers. If I can not flick everything, we have the single bladed bow trapper from Rough Rider, and it is a really nice knife. I like having the red underliners rather, and this is just a really good knife. I really liked the blade shape, because I liked how the blade kind of came up to a point. It's almost more like a saber, but then again, it's almost like straight drop, or not drop, but kind of like a straight back knife, because it doesn't really have the clip at all. So it just kind of comes out, and it rises up a little bit to the tip. But again, really kind of a cool knife. I just had to get that because it's a little unique. And then the same thing with this one, the Tobacco Road one. I really liked the tobacco leaf pattern with the brass nail heads on here. I think that's kind of cool, and I love the color of the bone. And then I really liked the width of the blade. I thought that was a really cool blade shape. And then they threw a gigantic spay blade on it, which doesn't have much in the way of your unsharpened point. It's very small, but this is just a really cool knife shape, and I think we talked about it before that this is almost like you can, if this is like a butter knife, this would be a peanut butter knife. But that's just me. But now we come to this knife right here. And this knife was gifted to me by one of my YouTube heroes. I have to say, this came from Rick over at Warthogg. And if you guys have watched his channel, then you have seen this knife, which I'm going to go ahead and bring out here, and we'll unwrap it together. And this is that curly caramel wood. What did they call it exactly? Let me look at the thing. The caramel curly oak smooth trapper. And just look at that wood. I had never seen any wood on a blade that looked like that. Just And I hadn't seen this badge type shield on a case either. And then the other side too, which is absolutely gorgeous. I just can't get over the depth of the wood, and it really looks fantastic. One of the things I did notice on the back with the springs is it's almost like I'm not going to say they're crowned, but it's almost like they're rounded over compared to the springs. Maybe it's just that it's more highly polished, but like on this trapper, you can tell that they're like really flat. These just almost look like they were, kind of rounded over and polished. It was something that I noticed right away, and I thought, wow, that is really good attention to detail, or it's just, really different step that they took in, making this. But just absolutely, this wood is just, I can't get over it. This is just absolutely perfect as far as just being a very beautiful and handy knife. This hits it out of the park. You have your clip point, and again the spade blade, but these are just absolutely gorgeous. They are really well polished, and I just I thank you, Rick, for this. This is the crown jewel of my trapper collection, and I really appreciate it. I was touched very deeply by his generosity in sending this. And maybe it's not a big thing to everybody, but when somebody that you actually admire reaches out to you and recognizes you and gives you something like this, it's pretty darn special. I just don't even know what to say, except that Rick is a class act. If you don't subscribe to his channel, definitely do. I'm going to leave a link for his channel in the description box below. But yeah, in fact, I liked this knife so much, I'm actually going to have to buy one of those little case magnetic stands to put it on, because this guy definitely deserves a place of honor in my collection. And it's something that doesn't need to be locked away in a drawer somewhere, but at the same time, it won't be a hard use knife, because it's just so pretty. It really is. But that's it for my trapper collection at the moment. And guess what, guys? I mean, this may be kind of hard to believe, but I have some more trappers that are coming, some more trappers to be in the collection. We're going to expand it out as time has gone on, and we'll get this guy. Will he fit in frame down here? No, he won't, so we'll just scoot him in there. But yeah, that's the trapper collection for right now. But like I said, I have some more trappers coming, and I really hope that you guys stick around. I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys subscribe to Rick. And if you do, if you hadn't subscribed to him before, go with him and take a walk around the block and see some really awesome knives that kind of put mine to shame. But now I have one that kind of competes. Thanks again, Rick. I will talk to you guys all later. Have a good one.